Ahlul Athar, Ashabul Hadith, the Salafiyyun, Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah. They give preference to the two revelations over the opinions of men. What's the best way of giving da'wah to your family in Pakistan? Then, first and foremost is that you yourself, or we ourselves, that we are upon deen, upon istiqamah and tawheed, and that we do not compromise. So once you are upon, like the Messenger of Allah, he was upon istiqamah and deen and ibadah and tawheed, and he did not compromise from the beginning till the end, no matter what they offered him, no matter what they tempted him with. They offered him women, they offered him money, they offered him property, they offered him wealth, sovereignty, kingship. Yet the Prophet ﷺ, from the moment that the da'wah came to him, he never compromised and he never went back. So he wouldn't change from the haqq. A lot of the time, because of family pressure, it's not just Pakistan, anywhere in the dunya, that a person who is upon tawheed and Salafiyyah, because of family pressure, he will buckle, he will give in. So he will be upon the deen and istiqamah, steadfast, for about a month, 2 months. Then because of the family pressure, he will become weak for a few weeks or a few months. Then he'll come back. And then he'll start speaking the same again. Now they have you. Because what will they say? They'll say, last week you were sitting with us watching the movie, and now you're telling us it's haram. Last week it wasn't haram, and today it's become haram. Last week you were sitting in the wedding where everyone is mixing and freely mixing, and today you're telling us not to sit. Because you've shown them contradiction in your behavior. So you started strong and you went weak, or that you started strong and then you gave in. So don't give in. Lead by example. Be a good example and an uswa hasana for your family. And that's the best, especially if you're younger and everyone around you is older. So you pray on time. You are truthful. You work hard. You read the book of Allah. That you speak with knowledge, and when you don't know, you say la adri. You don't make them think that you're an alim just because you know 3 hadith more than them. Because if you give them the wrong information, the wrong deen, they say, but last week आप तो ये कह रहे थे, अभी आपका दीन बदल गया, नया फतवा लेकर आए आप. So when they realize that you are contradicting yourself because the first time you spoke, you thought, if I don't give them an answer, they're going to think I'm jahil. It's better that you learn to say, I don't know. Mujhe nahi pata. But I will find out. Because then, in that situation, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will support you and they will begin to respect you. Even if they don't like what you're doing, they're going to say what you want about this man, but he hasn't changed in 5 years, 10 years. He was praying, when he started praying, us din se is din tak namaz ye par raha hai. When he started growing his beard, us din se is din tak iski dari dekhe. If there's a woman and she starts wearing the hijab, don't take it off. Don't show them that you are so weak in your religion that you're going to wear the hijab one day and take it off the next day. Let them say in 5 years, isko jo bhi aap कहना चाहते हैं कह दें, इसने हिजाब पहना था 5 years ago, अभी भी पहन रही है. So that shows that the deen that you're holding on to is a strong deen. But when you compromise your deen, especially in Pakistan, because of the influence of the family is very powerful in Pakistan, especially in the villages. In the Qura, in the villages, the influence of the family is powerful. Why? Because your neighbor is your uncle, your other neighbor is your cousin, across the road is your auntie, gar piche, it's your dada's house, and on the right is your nana's house, and you're like, and they're all calling you. They say, kya gal aapki behan hai na ye? So they say, put your head down so she can touch you. she's like 10 years older than you, and they want to stroke you or touch your shoulder. All right. So you begin to compromise and say, hey, what's this new deen that you're bringing? Then someone dies and they want you to come to the matam. And then they want you to make the dua, raise your hands, dua ijtima'i. How is it? How do you stop that? Not by shouting at them or arguing with them, by telling them, if you do it, it's between you and your Rabb. As for me, I won't do it because it is a bid'ah. And I'm not going to come. Shout as much as you want to shout at me, I will not shout back at you. Argue with me as much as you wish to argue with me. मैं आपसे कोई argument नहीं लूँगा. But I am not coming to this matam or to this 40th day, 40 दिन हो गए हो, जो भी करते हैं, when they count their zikrs and so on. Don't go. And then on the other side of that your practice should be strong. The effect of your character is greater than what you say in your families. Trust me. Why? Because Pakistanis love to argue. All right, so when you speak, मेरा तो मौलाना ये कह रहा है, तो वो 80, he's whatever, 50 साल का है, 70 साल का है, तू 20 साल का बोल रहा है. This is how they talk to you, because they think that you're young. They're the elders, the maulana in the masjid. उसने दारुल उलूम में पढ़ा है, इस मदरसे में पढ़ा है, आपने कहाँ पढ़ा है? That's the argument. So you enter into this argumentation. Don't argue with them. Show them by example. Why? Because the Pir Sahib is robbing from them. Right? And the other Maulana Sahib is lying to them. But when they see that you are Sahib Sidq, you are truthful, you are honest. If you make a promise, you don't break your promise. And you are not a person of argumentation. No jidal, no khusuma. Watch them begin to respect you. And they'll respect you because Allah has honored you with His deen. This is how dawah is given. Then some of the people, they will come to you. तो ये आपने मातम पर क्यों नहीं आए? Right? Let's say a young man comes to you, said, मैं मातम पर गया था. Everyone's saying, आपने, disrespect, you're disrespecting them. जिसकी वफात हुई थी, उसके जनाजे पर भी नहीं, जनाजे पर तो आए थे, लेकिन you didn't come to the matam afterwards, to the gathering. Now you can give him da'wah. Say, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam didn't do this. And when they start putting these things on the grave, plastering the grave and putting marble on the grave, and you say, that's a bid'ah. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam didn't do it. This is the hadith. One by one, you will convert your relatives. Usually it's the young ones first. When the young ones convert, then they will go to their parents and they say, isko bhi wabi bana diya isne. That's what they say, right? And up until then, these kids haven't even heard the term wabi. Wabi kya hota hai? Right? And what they mean is it's just a ta'an, it's a slander, because they want to scare the people from you. We're following the sunnah of Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We are the ones growing the beard. We are the ones raising the trousers above the ankles. We are the ones who are praying in the sunnah of Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We are the ones who are not lying. We are the ones who are, it is our wives who are wearing the hijab. Yet they say that you are Gustakhi Rasul. And these people don't even follow the sunnah. The ones who are following the sunnah the most, they say that you are not with the Nabi of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because this is how they scare the people. Lead by example. Lead by example. قُلْ هَذِهِ سَبِيلِي أَدْعُو إِلَى اللَّهِ. You can use that term. Where Allah said to the messenger, say to them, هَذِهِ سَبِيلِي. So he's already upon a sabil. And I call to Allah. عَلَى بَصِيرَةٍ. I call to Allah upon knowledge. You can change a village. You can. There are villages in Sindh. The whole village is Salafi. Even in Azad Kashmir, there are areas, some villages are Brelwis, whole village, and you'll find a whole village that is practically all people of Hadith, Muwahidun, for generations. I know because I've met them in the UK. Say, where you from? Oh, we're from such and such a village. Azad Kashmir mein. They said the whole of our gaon, the whole of our village, practically, except for maybe a few pockets, are all Ahlul Hadith from years, from generations. How? Because someone gave them da'wah, just like in Manjand, in the village near Manjand. But it takes time, it takes effort. You know, I remember seeing in the floods, there were some floods in Sindh many years ago, and they interviewed this man. He was in the water, and the water was up to there, up to his chest, and he was topless. He just had a izar on, and he's topless. And they asked him. He said, "What are you?" He said, "I'm Ahlul Hadith." He said, "How did you become Ahlul Hadith?" He said, "Shaykh Badiuddin Shah Sindhi, Badiuddin Ar-Rashidi gave us dawah when he called us to Tawheed, and all of us we became Ahlul Hadith," meaning in the true meaning of the word, not a hizb, but a madhab, Ahlul Hadith. So how does that happen? From the tawfiq of Allah. And people can change villages. You know, anyone who's from the UK knows that we've got 40 to 50,000 Salafis in Britain. Ye kahan se aa gaye? Because people are giving da'wah. Start with your family, your brother, your sister, your children, your mother, your wife. Give them da'wah. If you've got a sister, sisters love their brothers. You sit with her and you take her by her hand and you explain to your sister. Your mother, explain to her by holding her hand, and if she gets angry, leave it, step back a bit, change the subject. Barakallahu feekum wa jazakumullahu khairan. We'll finish for today.